Guyana's story is not about the dispute with Venezuela over the Essequibo region. It's about oil and how the policymakers, how the current government will actually manage to overcome this so-called resource curse. Guyana's destiny changed in 2019 when the country started producing oil. We're talking about that Guyana nowadays is producing almost 400,000 barrels of oil per day and is aiming to actually even triple that amount by 2027. In economic terms, this situation has tripled Guyana's GDP. Guyana nowadays, as we speak, has more oil reserves per capita than Saudi Arabia. The fiscal contribution that oil is representing for the government is also going to boom. According to the people I talked to, this number will actually rise to even $10 billion by 2030. And this process has simply led the country to a massive transformation, economically, politically, and in also different ways the society have shifted.
Our population is not homogeneous, but rather it's divided and divided along lines of race and politics. The resource curse is an add-on to the Dutch disease, which is an economic phenomenon. Just because of this phenomenon of the government sector being so large, the potential for conflict, if the programs and projects that are funded by the government are not widely accepted, that potential increases.
I went to Guyana for a week, and for all what you read in the media and for this fastest growing economy for the past 2 years, you would expect to see a society that is actually booming. But I was surprised to see that that is not taking place, at least yet. Guyana's biggest challenge is trying to harmonize multiple demands coming from the society. We're going to see a country that is having a rising number of demands coming from the population for better health care, and also along that side, education, infrastructure. So many needs that have been accumulated for decades of impoverishment that nowadays will be in some way with an opportunity to be resolved. Guyana has a long road ahead, and the first step on that path will be the 2025 presidential election that will test the sentiment of the nation, where the nation, the society as a whole wants to go for the foreseeable future, and will actually indicate, how the government will be tackling the multiple challenges that are facing nowadays with this newfound oil wealth. Read more about Guyana and his future in the latest edition of the Americas Quarterly.